Welcome to the Independent Writer Podcast with Ryan Medina, Episode 0. What is the Independent Writer Podcast? Do you enjoy writing stories? Have you ever wanted to tap into your creative side? Did you have a novel idea you can't stop thinking you should write? Have you ever wanted to publish your writing? Do you write every day or want to write every day? Well, with the podcast, you can gain the tools you need to answer all these questions and more. You can write your own stories and books, publish your work with a publisher, or you can do it yourself. Before that can happen, though, you'll need to learn a few tools that will help you make it a reality. What it takes to be a writer is full of misconceptions. What does it take to find success as a writer? Is it divine inspiration from a muse? No, not really. Good writing comes from practice. Writing is not something you only get inspired to do. Inspiration is fleeting. A successful writer establishes a healthy writing habit that helps you achieve your daily, weekly, and yearly writing goals. The Independent Writer Podcast will help give you the tools it takes to write efficiently and effectively. The Independent Writer Podcast will also feature interviews from other writers and creators. They will provide their valuable insight in what it takes to be a writer in their opinion. We will also cover what struggles and choices they have to make as a writer. We will cover their weaknesses, their strengths, what is important to them, what's not important to them. Do they believe in things like writer block? Do they believe in planning their novels out in detail before writing it, or do they write by the seat of their pants, also known as a pantser? All these things and more will be presented by the podcast, and I hope that you find it as educational as I do by learning from other writers. The last thing the podcast will feature is my personal journey as a writer. We are going to write my book together. I will go through what it takes to write the book, what the steps I take, and we'll talk about the struggles I have with each step. You'll follow me along from start to finish as I plan out my book, write it, create my characters, anything that it takes to get my book done from start to finish. You will follow me along on the journey. I hope that you'll join me on this journey. I hope that we can learn a lot together. So please join me on the Independent Writer Podcast. You can also find me on social media on Instagram and Twitter as Indie Writer Pod. You can find me on my website, www.independentwriterpodcast.com. I hope you'll be back and join us for the Independent Writer Podcast and learn what it takes to be an independent writer and take your life from corporate to creative. Thank you.